All right, so some of you want to know where you range, what category on the perimeter of life, where do you range, where you're at. I'm going to tell you, okay? Look at your surroundings, starting with where you work at. We're gonna diagnose where you're at. It's not so much what you do, although it does. Nah, it's not so much what you do. It's more so the people that are at your job. The majority of the people. I want you to tell me, what type of fruit are they bearing? Are they good people? Are they decent people? Or are they thugs, gangsters? Are they doing a bunch of drugs and alcohol? Are they trying to get away with everything under the sun? They have a lot of attitude. I know that you have no control over the people that are working with you, and what does that have to do with you? And I'm going to tell you in a moment what it has to do with you. But I just want you to, we're going to scathe the perimeter and the territory around us, starting with our job. And so in your job, go ahead and look at the people that are around you, okay? But then your peers, the people you hang around with at your job, the people that you vibe with, the people that you consider, friend is a big, heavy word for me. I try not to use the word friend because you have to understand there's so many acquaintances that people label them as friends. A friend is somebody that's got your back, somebody that's real and dear and near to your heart, somebody that's true and faithful and genuine, somebody that's, oh man, they're hard to find. So I don't like to use the word friend. But your acquaintances, who are your acquaintances? Are they people that you would say, this person's a good person, looking out for people? The Bible says you'll know them by their fruit. So are they cussing a lot? Are they cussing a lot? That's fruit right there all by itself. Are they cheating people? Are they trying to get over? Are they trying to do things that break the rules or the laws, etc.? That's all fruit. Okay, I know that has nothing to do with you. I get that. But I'm just saying, whoever you're connected to, there's a saying, so true. It is so true. Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Show me the people you're affiliated with and I'll show you where you'll be in 5 years. Because often you cannot outgrow your wherever you're at, your sphere of influence. It's got you located and grounded in that kind of, millionaires, as an example, they have a mind frame that expands. They're thinking big. They're in their mind, they want to take real estate and territory. They want to own buildings and put people to work for them. They're not thinking small, like, oh, I just wish I could make $20 an hour. They're not thinking that way. They're not thinking like, I'm going to take an Uber home today. They're not thinking that way. And that's the difference between, like being affiliated to who and what will bring your mindset. It will keep you almost like incarcerated to a specific location in life. As an example, for the people that need examples. When I was in the world back in the day before I was saved by Jesus Christ, my sphere of influence were thugs, gangsters, people that did a lot of drugs, alcohol, and they were always up to no good. These were my peers. I was connected to them, and their thoughts were my thoughts. Their language was my language. Their energy was my energy. Their interests were my interest. You see where I'm going with this? So a lot of all of that, we would think about doing the same thing almost at the same time. We were connected, and it was never any good. Likewise, if you find yourself connected to, I for one, I'm my circle doesn't reach the 5 fingers that I have in my palm. If there's one thing that life has taught me, has been not to trust people, and and to guard your heart. Man, if I could get that message across, it's like you can serve people, you can bless people, you can be nice, but you don't have to play hot potato with your heart. You don't have to give it to somebody that's going to toss your heart to somebody else that's going to toss it to somebody, and so eventually your heart, somebody's going to drop it on the floor, and then you don't do that with your heart. A lot of people do that. There's a lot of two-faced people, there's a lot of backstabbers, a lot of shiesty people, a lot of manipulators, a lot of liars, a lot of undercover people that they pretend to be in your corner, pretend to be your friends, pretend to like you, and they gossip and they slander you behind your back, and then you see them the next day and it's all smiles and it's giving you the hand and it's promoting you with their words like, oh, you're the best, all those things, and then behind your back again slandering you. There's people like that, and then you think, oh, they got my back, or you think, oh, they love me, you think they're my friend, so you give them your heart. What I mean by give them their heart, you trust them, you let them in, you confide in them, you put your weight on them. A lot of the time you confide in them so much that you do certain things, that you put your career on the line for them, you put your status, your reputation, a lot of things on the line for them in terms of trusting them with that degree of weight. And it's a mistake, because humans will always fail you. It's just a matter of time. I know it's hard to hear, but it's the absolute truth. Why? Because we're flawed individuals. Notice I said we. I'm throwing myself in the mix, because I'll make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short. In one way, form, or shape, we all fall short. So you can't confide in somebody else. How many times have you said, I'm not going to do that again, and you do it again? You know what I'm saying? And so if you yourself can't confide so much on yourself, because you yourself have a hard time getting it together, you're going to put that trust in somebody else? Really? Good luck with that. So it took me a long time to figure that out, but yeah, I finally arrived, and my life is super awesome, because I still have relationships with people. I still talk, we still laugh, we still do it, but I don't give them my heart, and I don't give them my trust. I always understand that people are flawed individuals. So I'll leave that there. But according to who you're affiliated with, connected to, according to what kind of fruit they're bearing, you're going to be able to see a reflection of yourself. You're going to see a little, how you put your face above water, and the water reflects your face? It's like a little bit of a mirror. Well, people are like that. It's not you. They reflect who you are, because you're vibing with them, you're connected to them, and so that's going to tell you where you rank and where you're at. Can you change? Absolutely. Can you get up out of it if you don't like the fruit? 100%. But the Bible says that God will cut off branches that don't bear good fruit. So a lot of these times, sometimes bad relationships weren't meant to last. So the person will do something to break the relationship, such as like break trust. Do something that you look at them now like you're like, man, I can't believe you did that. You're not looking at them the same way. Well, those things happen to reveal to you how to modify yourself, how to carry yourself more appropriately in this life. And you're not supposed to just give yourself over to let's say somebody's very convincing. Let's say they're eloquent with their words. Let's say they just, you're not supposed to just, you're supposed to test the spirits. You're supposed to do your little research and make everything, put it through a filter before you just take it in. Do that with me as well. Do that with everybody. You're not supposed to just receive. You're supposed to put it through a filter, man. And definitely with the politicians. Do it with everything. You know, don't just take things at face value. 10 minutes. That's a beautiful time right there. God bless you. Love you.